Daniel's my friend, okay? He's had a little bit too much to drink. I go to the toilet. When I'm coming back from the toilet, this door supervisor here is asking my friend to leave the club, okay? So I give him, hey, mate, listen, he's my mate, I'll look after him, Now, I've made contact with the door supervisor. That doesn't mean that I want to bang him, but he doesn't know me. It's not in his interest for me to be holding on to him, because at any time my mood could change. Alright, so don't get into this situation where you're allowing somebody this close to you, and that they're holding you, that they've got control of one of your limbs. Maybe while he's holding me here, or while I'm holding Peter, I've got no bad intention for him, but my friend here sees an opportunity, and he sucker punches the door supervisor, okay? So he doesn't want to be in this position, okay? So some very, very simple things. You don't want to be too aggressive. It wouldn't justify, if Peter grabbed me by the arm, that wouldn't justify me punching him in the face. I couldn't get away with that, okay? So very, very simple release. We're going to deal with the wrist grab releases first of all. A couple of different variations in the way someone will grip you. Okay, what's called a mirror grip. So my right hand grabs Peter's left hand, which is directly opposite me. Okay, we're all talking about angles here. Okay, we got a 2-on-1. Slightly more threatening, dangerous. Both limbs, both defensive limbs have now been tied up. Okay, I could come in with my head, I could come in with a knee. Alright? So this is slightly more threatening. Okay? We've got a 2-on-1. So I have two hands on one of his hands. Okay? And then I've got a cross grip. So with my left hand I'm reaching across our body and I'm gripping Peter's left hand. Slightly different angle on this. Okay? So let's start off. I'll give you two to work with to start with. Okay? These two techniques, we try and simplify everything and make it as simple as possible so that the movements aren't complex, or you have difficulty remembering them. So here we go, is a mirror grip. Okay, the dynamics or the physiology of my wrist. My wrist, if you look at it this way, is wide. If you look at it this way, it's narrow. Okay. What Peter has is control of my wrist. He does not have control of my hand. I'm just going to turn my thumb towards, hold it tight. I'm going to turn my thumb towards that gap, or where his thumb meets his fingers. If you've got really big hands and they wrap around you, it doesn't matter. Okay, where his thumb meets his fingers, I'll turn my thumb towards that point there. Now what I'm going to do is use my body weight and move backwards and pull my arm up like this, like I'm pulling my thumb to my nose. Okay. At the same time, I'm going to do that simultaneously. So he grabs on tight. From here, I just pull up and out. You got a little bit bigger hands. Thomas grabs me. As you can see here, they're almost touching. All right. So he's got a bigger grip here. I can feel my hands starting to close up. So what I'm going to do is turn my thumb towards this gap here in the middle. Yeah. Shift my body weight back. Take a step backwards and pull my elbow up into this conflict management position we were dealing with. My open palms out here. Relax. Step back. I'll talk to you. Step away from me. I give him verbal command. Okay. So that's the first thing. Thumb goes towards that gap. I pull my elbow high and I step back at the same time. Okay? What's exactly similar to that, almost exactly the same as that, is if he's got both my hands. Okay? So here it's two mirror grips. If you think of it, it's just doubled up the grip. This time here I'll turn both my thumbs towards that gap in the middle. I shift my body weight backwards and I bring both my hands up the center like I'm bringing it into a praying position. Okay? So it comes up the center into this position here. So from here, right up the middle. It's important that you synchronize the shift in your body weight and the turn at the same time. Don't break it down and try and do this. That I take a step backwards, stretch it out, and then try and do this. Because you're allowing your attacker time to get strong. They're going to anticipate what you're trying to do. So the two have to come together. As I take that step backwards, my hands come up at the same time. Okay? Alright, let's give it a, how many of you are here? 2, 4, 6, 8.